Hey, this is Dave, the producer and game master of Rad Rolls. I wanted to let you all know that this is the full uncut version of our, I guess, recorded second session of the Elder Scrolls game that we had been playing in the Mushroom Casino. It's here in its entirety. It's over maybe an hour long. The reason I'm releasing it all at once is because next week we are starting our official Fallout 2D20 campaign game with a special world building game that I'm allowing the players to be a part of and you all get to listen to. We're not finishing this Elder Scrolls arc right now because of timing and where I wanted episodes to kind of release. We had some scheduling conflicts with some of the recording dates. So here is the last session of the Elder Scrolls that we recorded in its entirety. I hope that you all enjoy and look forward to the full campaign 2 of our Fallout 2D20 game. I will see you all in the Wasteland. Marking both stuff. All right. So just a little recap of where you all have been before. You all were tasked with stealing an entire casino by the child god Clavicus Vile, and you all have decided to create a few rumors. I will now re-go over those rumors. They are Gasbassa can read, Gasbassa is a rich boy, large mushrooms can move, and Alanis has a lovely singing voice. With those rumors started, you all entered the casino. Getting the lay of the land, you all discovered a mysterious traveler that I will get to in a minute. You all found a bridal party that needed some help. You went and met one of the chefs downstairs in the lower bowels of the casino. All signs led to the High Rollers room, which was on an elevator that it seemed all of the personnel from the casino had all piled onto. As you went down the elevator, it seemed like the walls closed in, like it almost like folded up everything, and you all descended. Unfortunately, the mysterious stranger got up and disabled the elevator, causing everyone to fall off of it and crash. You all managed to save yourself along with the bride of the bridal party. The rest of everyone fell to their deaths, except for the mysterious stranger who identified himself as Mimsy Snickersnackle, and then morphed into an image of Gasbassa and fled from the scene. So, you all are here. At the bottom of the wreckage from the elevator. You're not on top of any wreckage. You're kind of to the side. You fell in the trees. You're fine. There's a small map of the area that's kind of like plastered up cartoonishly to give some idea. The wreckage around you is kind of like a giant. It's almost like a lumber, like it's lumber based. It's all lumber based, like a wooden elevator, think about like a log flume or something like that. Like it's all very like old roller coaster kind of vibe. It's built all the way up, and then there's a house was beside it that seemed like that it housed almost like a lodge of some sort, because it says lodge at the top of the building. It's kind of like crumpled over. Maybe that's where the people would gather to get on this elevator to get up. But otherwise, you're in this forest with a map, and there are bodies all about that have fallen from this elevator, the wreckage of the elevator itself, and the lodge. Mimsy Snickersnackle has indeed disappeared, so you all now have the floor to find out what to do.
Now, if I recall correctly, our armaments were confiscated.
Yes, except for Ramil.
I have a dagger.
Oh.
Gasbassa kept his arms.
Wait,
yes,
he did.
True. He was not disarmed.
They allowed those guns through security.
I do like that the one guy that can cast spells as attacks is the one guy that has a weapon that he brought with him.
You got to be smart to be a wizard, I guess.
Apparently.
Just wait till you see. Give Gasbass a chance. He's going to use his jaws as a weapon.
Then why
From
did he
the
give up his
wreckage,
arms?
from the wreckage, you hear kind of a kind of sound. It's coming from underneath some of the wreckage in the lodge.
Val is going to walk over and see if she can figure out if someone's alive under here or just the wreckage is making some kind of odd sound.
Yeah, if you could please discern realities for me. Go ahead and roll that.
I'm sure it'll be completely very, very easy to do. Discern realities. There we go. How's that look?
That's a 7. So you can ask one of the questions listed below in the details. Oop.
Let's see.
Oh, there.
So that's you'll see it in the roll screen.
Yeah, yes. What is about to happen?
Yeah. What's about to happen? So you can tell that this lodge was housing all of the guides for this forest area. That there were a number of different guides that were living in this lodge that were kind of used to escort the high rollers about. What is about to happen? One of them is about to die due to the impact and destruction of the large towering elevator above.
Well, that's
You
a
can
shame.
kind of see a creature underneath a bunch of logs and wreckage.
Okay. I'm going to try and dig this guy out.
Val, I think this one's squished like a bug.
Well, either we can save him, or it'll make it easier to rifle through his pockets afterwards. Either way, we should get him out. Gas? Could you?
Yes, please. Use those mighty weapons of yours you call arms.
Oh,
and
okay.
destroy what's left of this wreckage.
Well,
destroy bug or save bug?
no. Save bug. Save bug.
Save bug, destroy wreckage.
Okay. Gasbass to save the bug.
Save the bug if you can, please.
All right. What do I need to roll the fucking thing?
I'm going to say that it's going to be a defy danger strength because you are kind of lifting up stuff. And you're going to roll your strength.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, with a 9, let's see. That's a mixed success. So you managed to kind of like throw up a number of different logs into the air, and you start to hear almost like two voices below. You lift a log and it's too heavy, and there are creatures to your left and to your right. One of them is a kind of a black tendrily, like almost like it's think of Cousin It, but it's all tendrils. That is to your left, and to your right is a red-skinned, like small, almost like a little impish creature. You're about to drop the log on one of those creatures and kill it. Which one is it?
Oh.
Which would you describe as more bug-like?
Bug-like? I would say the black tendrily Cousin It.
Okay, so the red one's getting the log dropped on it, and I'll say the bug-like one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, with that, you hear a squish and almost like a little yelp, but you have managed to save this black tendril creature that comes up to you, and he says, "Oh, thank you very much. Yes, good to see you, sir. Yes, I was a guide here. I really haven't guided very many people out, but I managed the reception desk here, and the building just caved in on us suddenly. So I'm really glad that you with your big arms saved me. Now, my wife, she was here before. She's small. She's red. What happened to her?
It's a mystery. No one knows. Right? We've never seen such a red little adorable creature like your wife. Haven't seen her, right?
Probably squished like the other bugs. Sorry.
It would be a tragedy. But yes, my dear tenderly friend, I don't suspect good things, but we haven't seen her. We don't know for sure. Never give up hope, little one.
However,
Never
many
give
have
up
perished.
hope.
Many have perished. However,
So many, but
you are
never
still here.
know.
You're here. You're here.
You're a survivor, exactly.
I mean, thank you. I feel very comforted by this. What exactly, you all seem to be on the scene investigating this situation. What exactly happened? Who has caused this?
A giant structure fell from the sky. Calamity ensued.
A mimsy snickersnackle caused this, my friend. A vile, evil creature named Mimsy Snickersnackle. Do you ever heard that name before? Is that familiar to you?
Oh, yes, everyone,
known in these areas?
everyone knows the name Mimsy Snickersnackle. Yes, yes, yes. He was, well, it could be a she. I'm not quite sure, but one of the greatest thieves to ever live. A master thief, some would say. He could pick the locks off of the greatest vault and steal your socks while you're sleeping. That's what all the children's stories said. So you mean to tell me that he is here? That he caused this tumbling tower upon me?
How old is he? Do you have stories of him?
Oh, yeah, yes. There's many stories about Mimsy Snickersnackle. Would you like to hear one?
Absolutely.
One time, in a long land far away, Mimsy Snickersnackle entertained a number of different guests at our water resort. Oh, so lovely, so nice. But he got in a fight with the staff and then decided he was going to go to the back room and steal all of their cash register money. So he went back there and he snuck and stole it with his grasp. And when he came back out, they asked him, "What were you doing back there?" And he said, "Getting you a drink." And he handed a drink to the bartender and then he left. It was one of the most spectacular stories that I have ever heard. Don't you think that's very interesting?
You're a long time ago. Sounds awful recent to me. With your cash registers and your bartenders and your cash. But sure, yes, sounds fascinating.
He seems like a resort-based character to me, but I mean, these are just the stories. Very interesting stories.
It
My
sounds
dear
a little
friend.
derivative, darling.
I mean, yes, exactly. I don't want to judge an amateur when I am a professional storyteller. What next time someone asks you to tell a story about Mimsy,
You need to have more blood next time in the story.
perhaps essentially conflict. That's
certainly
what
more
my dear
subterfuge.
friend asked.
More subterfuge, indeed.
Some conflict. Perhaps another named character.
Wait.
Just think about it. Maybe workshop it a little bit. Just think. Your story needs a beginning, a middle, and then an end, and then a lesson. Or some sort of button. It's
A moral. A moral.
Like
Yeah.
a little
Wait,
joke that makes
wait,
people go,
wait,
Not the ID
wait,
morals,
wait,
but morals for
wait.
everyone else.
He-
by all means.
He almost just died. Why are you busting his balls over a story?
Because that's
The
his
story
priority,
where people
obviously.
die
As
are
a
better.
professional, I feel like I am here for a reason, and if it's not to, educate an amateur who, said he wanted to tell a story, I guess he didn't say he was going to tell a good story. But
I can try again. I can try again.
No, please
Oh,
don't.
by all means,
You'll just get your
please
balls busted
inspire
again.
us.
One day,
Alanis.
Mimsy Snickersnackle was at a mountain resort with his friend Snimsy Snicky. And him and Mimsy Snicky and Sneezy Snicky went and they cut their arms accidentally. Oh no, blood everywhere. Everywhere.
Darling.
You sound like you're
it-
struggling a little too much.
he's
No,
working on
He's
it.
just getting to
working
good part
on it.
with blood.
If I
Don't
can give
interrupt.
you,
Blood, we've
if I
got
can,
2 named characters. This is an improvement.
if
It's a
I can
vast
give,
improvement, everyone.
if I can give you some creative feedback. First off, it's quite obvious that you made those names up. You should possibly stretch yourself a little more when you're trying to come up with names. But here's the thing: if you want to tell the ultimate story, the hero's journey from step one, you can tell your own story. This can be the beginning of your hero's journey. You just lost your wife, the love of your life. There's tragedy all about you.
Wait.
You
Is that her
have
right
your
there? Is that her right there? Right
She-
beside
I-
us?
Are you telling me my wife is dead?
Is that the one with Squish?
Nobody
This-
knows.
Oh no,
No,
nobody.
they're just offering constructive criticism
Yeah,
about your story.
we're-
Say, you're a guide,
Ah,
right?
very
Talk
Can
about
you
a
show us?
story. It's a story.
Can you show us where there's some supplies here? Our supplies got
Yeah.
confiscated. I'm sure that's not like here. Where's like someplace that's not in eye shot of here?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Let's
You need
not
to
worry
tell
about
me.
your wife. Let's worry about our survival. That's important. Yes.
You mean to tell me that my wife is dead, and because my wife is dead,
How would we know that?
I don't know
You-
that
We
she's
just got
We
here.
don't know, but if you
Ignore the
assume-
tentacles have many ears, and let me tell you, I have heard many a story, but you seem to have some constructive criticism about my forensic ability, and you now inform me that my wife is dead. So,
so
I will need
wouldn't-
a moment to grieve alone.
I
and he kind of-
understand. I
He
understand
kind
that.
of walks away from the debris.
Well, I don't think he's going to show us where the shop things are, fellas. We should probably see our. I don't think he's going to be a lot of help from here on out.
Gasbass would go talk to him. Gasbass would know a lot about death.
Gas, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Little tentacle man. In Gasbassa life, many people around Gasbassa have died. Sometimes they are Gasbassa enemies, and Gasbassa was the one who killed them. Gasbassa do not feel bad about those deaths. Sometimes Gasbassa friends die around Gasbassa, and Gasbassa was one to kill them. Gasbassa does not feel bad about those deaths. But sometimes friends of Gasbassa who Gasbassa did not kill die. And Gasbassa sometimes feel bad about them. So Gasbassa is sorry that your wife is dead. If she was one of the bugs that got squished. I don't know what
Or just
bugs got squished. But wait.
But
What?
but if she did,
I
there's
think
a single,
Gasbassa.
there's
I
a
think
single
Gasbassa.
Let him
lady
figure this
right
out. Let
here.
him figure this out. He's got to
I think
figure it out.
Gasbass-
He's got to do it.
I think Gasbassa just trails off, man. I think he's got nothing left.
He just walks back to the
Just
group.
he
I would like to
starts
discern
wandering.
realities.
No, I don't think he walks away. I think he just completely loses his train of thought and just kind of stops
Perfect.
talking to the little man.
That's
Okay,
perfect.
you're gonna get one forward on parlay rolls. That's what I'll give you for that little comforting word, I suppose. Reveal.
Awesome.
What are you trying to do with discern
I was gonna try.
realities?
I wanted to see if I could find those supplies near us. Something that's useful
So-
for us.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
Would it be gauche to see if there are any sharp extrusions from that
I didn't find
dead,
that.
squished red thing that we might be able to use as weapons, like spines or claws or anything? Would that be gauche?
There's a
Wait for
whole
the-
like there's a whole garbage pile here. You're going straight for the desecration of corpses.
Well, we do have standards, darling.
Standards
Yeah.
are bones from a freshly killed creature.
At least they are something
Just
that's been
grab a rock,
recently
girl.
owned
Come on.
with one previous owner.
Discern realities to the two. Yeah, you can't make heads or tails of what's exactly going on here.
Fair enough.
But when it comes to supplies or in general, there's just the grieving black tentacled bug man, as the Gasbasta would refer to him.
Exasperating, but fine.
That
What
is
is the-
just
What
Quietly
is
I
the
know
bride-
that she was squished right here beside him, but so be it.
What's the
Uh,
bride to be up to at the moment?
Yeah, I want to check on the bride to be.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Okay. Oh, dang. I had two ways of playing this, and now I've got to decide which way I'm going to go.
All right,
Um,
we'll give you a minute.
No. You go ahead. Go check on the bride to be. Okay. So yeah, you see this this girl that this elf, high elf woman that is wearing kind of like a dress with a little sash that says bride to be. And she's kind of like it's all of her dress is really just like filled with like spruce fur and such. Like it's just like all cut up and everything's kind of ripped up a little bit in places.
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there, just like mouth agape, like not knowing what to do, in shock, basically.
It's understandable.
Gas Bassett know a lot about death. Me, Gas Bassett can go talk to Bride about dead friends.
Indeed,
I think
you are
I think
wise.
That's a fantastic idea.
Are you guys going to
please,
let him
Gas Bassett.
go do that
Yes,
again?
absolutely.
Please talk to this young woman. This
Oh, Spalding, no recommendations, no nothing you want to.
Oh no, I want to see Gas do this.
Hey,
He can read after all. He's
Okay.
he's very, very articulate.
I question the consistency here, but all right.
You know, we may be well on our way to a new hustle if we set up Gas Basta as a licensed psychiatrist or something. We can hang up a shingle.
Little lady, Gas Bassett know how it feel to be last member of raiding party left alive. Don't worry. One day you too will receive your good death. Keep marching forward.
But like, what am I gonna do about all my bridal party? Because I mean, I've known them all since I was at Arcanum University, and they've been like my best. They've just been like my people. Have you ever met your person?
Spalding will step up into this hole. Like, yes, my dear, I have met my people, and I tell you, you may have lost a bridal party, but you may have also gained some new friends. I think we could be your new bridal party.
Oh shit!
But
Wait.
then again,
No, I like
and
the
fear
direction this is going.
lessers, this might be the best you could ever do. So
We will ensure that you make it out of this situation alive. All we ask in return is you invite us to your wedding and make us part of your wedding party. Seems like a good deal. We can protect you. Have you seen that monster of a man who tried to console you? He's not good at consoling. He's good at killing.
This is true.
We're all pretty good.
are you saying
parlay?
he's gonna kill
do
her?
a parlay roll for me, Spalding.
All
if you would.
right.
Can I give him an assist on this in any chance?
I help.
No room for assist or aid on this one. This is
Damn.
since this is
This is all Spalding. All
all
right,
stalled.
Okay.
Spalding. I want to see Spalding in a bridesmaid's dress so bad.
did I
Make
just
this
say?
happen
Whoops.
for me.
Yeah, you click on the word parlay.
Okay, that's what I did. Okay, I clicked on the.
I know it's
wrote
easy to
down
mess it
arrow.
up. 7. Okay, yeah. Yes, correct. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. That's a mixed success on parlay. And so she is going to turn to you and she says, okay, like, I mean, these were my best friends, and we all were gonna wear matching shirts that were pink with we had our letters on there, and we said we had it written in like kind of this like old text. It's like Oblivion text, and it said let's get fucked up, ladies. And so if you really want to be my bridal party, it would mean the world to me if you would make these specially stitched shirts that we have made for this trip. But you have to wear
I'm
them
an
all the time.
Altmere. I will
My
not
dear, my
lessen
sweet,
myself.
my sweet, sweet girl. We know one of the best seamstresses in the multiverse. I guarantee you, we will have the most beautiful garments with that profane language on them. for
I am
your
sure
height
they
of
will.
wedding.
Sure
Well,
they will.
that's. I mean, that's nice, but I also just have them right here, so you'll need to put them on, and I mean that would really make it.
You
Yeah.
have them
All
here.
right, Gas Basset will take one of the shirts and try to
It'll be a fancy hat.
stick his head through them. And I'd just like to point out that he does have fairly large tusks.
Is he even going to get that over his head, or is he going to wear it like
Oh,
like a
there's
neck
no
like a neck cozy,
unless this is a magical
Look at
shirt.
the
This thing is
like a
not
freaking
fitting.
scarf, like a scarf?
He's
Please
taking
let this
off
be
no.
made out of unstable molecules like the Fantastic Four. It'll just fit whoever wants to put it on.
He's taken off no armor, and he is going to just stick it right on.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever happens with that.
So, in order for her to stay in your party and assist you all, you are going to need to wear the shirts. That is part of the mixed success. Is that you now have shirts that say "Let's get fucked up, ladies."
Can I tie it around my waist like 90s douche style? Just like
As long as you can read "Let's get fucked up, ladies."
oh yeah, it'll be right. It'll
yes.
be right on my ass, juicy style.
Yeah. All right.
I will
like it.
cut the shirt just well enough. You can still read it, and I just wrap it around my neck as a scarf.
Okay. Cool.
Somebody needs a cape. Gas Bastard needs a cape. No.
So you all now have a companion in that, and she turns to you and she says, "Okay, guys, but I mean, the other thing that we got to do is talk about. I mean, is he the right one? You know."
Well, yeah,
Oh.
we'll have time for girl talk.
He has
later.
not. He's left you here alone. He's not the right one.
It's her
was
bachelorette
Logic
party.
says
The groom
everything.
shouldn't be there.
It was a hen night. What kind of proper suitor comes along with his wife to be on a hen night?
No, he
I
should
wouldn't trust
know.
a suitor
He
who
should
was
know these things.
following a wife or soon-to-be wife on her hen night. I wouldn't trust that gentleman if he were here, honestly.
Yeah, that sounds a bit like a stalker, honestly.
But tell us all about him. Is he rich? Is he handsome? Is he handsomely rich?
He's the most rich, handsome. He's tall and dark, and he's got pointy ears, and he's one of the finest political activists in all of the Somerset Isles. Oh, my Snackle. He's just so wonderful.
Snackle.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited to be Mr. Snickersnackle.
His name is Mimsy Snickersnackle.
Oh, yes. How did you know?
My dear, what is your first name, by the way?
I mean, my name is Dolores.
Dolores.
Do people call you Sneezy by any chance?
Nobody calls.
Does he have
nobody? Nobody.
So,
I mean,
so Dolores, I have good news and bad.
You did ask if he's good, the best, or good, or some such thing. If he potentially tried to kill you, I would assume he's not the best, right?
Like totally, that would totally like if he tried to kill me. OMG, I would flip the freak off, and I would go off the deep end.
So, Dolores, good news, bad news. The good news is we know quite a bit about your paramour. The bad news is the boy is all red flags. You might want to honestly consider maybe not getting married at this point.
I mean, how? You don't even. Do you all even know him? How do you all even know him?
Well, he did.
My dear, he was on the elevator with us, and he is the one who did crash the elevator, and he did loudly proclaim his name before running off after transmogrifying into a copy of.
And girl, he didn't even stop to say hello to you. I mean, red flag.
I mean, like, I didn't hear him. I mean, I was all like passed out, or like doing whatever. I mean, maybe I've had a few shots. Who knows? Anywho, it was a short little guy in a squirrel suit that jumped off. My Snackle is.
Oh, wait. Did he look like this gentleman right here? Who's with us right now?
No.
I thought
he's a shapeshifter.
Looking like Gaspasa, no?
He turned into whatever he feels like.
I think he can look however he wishes.
I thought when he jumped off, he looked like Gaspasa. Am I incorrect?
Before
No,
he left,
he
but
he
she wouldn't have noticed that.
She may or may not have. That's why I'm asking.
As far as we know, he could
Are
have
you
looked like
expecting me to be
David
like a freaking
Hasselhoff.
detective? Like,
Yes, dear. Yes. If you are worried about your future, you should totally know these things.
I'm on my bridal party, and you know what the first rule of the bridal party is?
Don't throw up in the limo.
No,
Spalding's
the-
gonna
Is it
point
to
to his t-shirt.
get fucked up,
Yeah.
ladies?
Get fucked
Yeah.
up, ladies.
Yeah.
Spalding and Alanis get +1 forward on their parlay roll for their next time. They correctly guessed.
We
Okay.
understood the assignment.
I believe at this point, I would like to look
We
around.
understood the assignment.
No,
I want to see if there's anything I can drink at this point in time because I'm going to need it, apparently. I need to get stupider.
Yeah, it would definitely help in this particular rating party. Yes.
All right, so if you're
Stupider
telling
or
me that
better?
like that my fiance's out here killing people, well, then we better need to go like freaking find him and shut his shit down and tell him that he is being a little fuckboy and we don't mess with no fuckboys up in here.
Girl, I am
Exactly.
loving where you're going with this.
You know, I will tell him that very thing.
Let's track
Then
down that man.
We don't deal with no
yours.
fuckboys up in here.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to tell him this. Where'd he go?
Yeah,
You
don't
should
forget
you
to
should get
snap
that
your
on
fingers
t-shirts, right?
for emphasis.
All right, let's. Is little dark tentacle boy still mourning nearby?
Yeah, he's like quietly just like composing himself over the pile of rubble.
I want to talk to him.
All right,
Parlay. Oh, you know what? It wasn't her. We saw her run off with a guy. Did you see where he went?
I mean, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
I think we saw her, and she was with a guy in a squirrel suit. Did you see where they went?
Are you saying that my wife is not dead? She is.
I don't think she is. I think we were mistaken because I swear I saw someone go with her.
Okay, so are you trying to convince him to guide you by distracting him from the?
I am
From his
straight
sorrow?
up. I'm straight deciding to deceive him, and that she's still alive, and she went
Okay,
with
You
Mimsy
make a parlay
Snicker-Snackle.
roll then for
Okay,
me.
so she might be alive. We're not sure, but I
Do a
mean,
parlay roll for me.
Okay.
he's
Let's
Schrodinger's,
see.
Schrodinger's wife.
Come on.
Up on a 4. Yeah.
Damn. Nope.
Yeah, he turns and looks at you and he says, "There's been so many stories today. Listen, if you need to get around, just follow this map." And he hands
As
you
he
a map.
said that. Oh, wait, thank you.
Hands
Thank you,
us a
sir.
map. All right.
A map
But
is
he will
useful.
not guide you. He will not be your guide.
Well, keep working on your storytelling. You have the
Remember,
motivation.
a beginning, a middle, and an end.
And you have the beginning. It's
Conflict.
right here.
And
Yeah.
the end is your life. I'm sorry.
He's just gonna sit there.
Gaspass, I hope you get good death, unlike wife who got squished.
And I really hope you get to pick up like an arch nemesis on the way. I mean, it'll be exciting.
Well, it certainly seems like he has a few candidates already.
I wasn't going to say it.
It's
Kinda beat
just
me to it.
constructive criticism.
Hmm
You know, as a storyteller,
This
I'm
is
never
true. It's all
off the
Spalding.
clock.
I didn't try to light him at all.
right.
I if I see injustice and I think a poorly told story is an injustice, I must do something about it.
By all
And
means, tell them the
you
truth.
indeed did, yes. Well, I think we've fucked around and found out long enough, gentlemen. I think we've ruined
And
almost enough
ladies,
lives. Yes, of course, including myself. Maybe we should get going. That
So
little
what?
that little squirrel shit has a lead on us, so we should probably get moving.
Let's look at the map. Yes.
Yeah, the
Yes.
map you have on Roll20, the locations are numbered 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Mhm.
9 is it looks like essentially an elevator with a little shed that's been now destroyed. 10
Of
looks
course.
like a small village. 11 looks like a lake, and 12 looks like a graveyard.
Hmm.
Spalding, I don't see where blood sport takes place.
I think the blood sport might be represented here on the map, my dear friend, by the skull. I think by number 12. That is a 1 and a 2, which together is a 12. Just file that away
Or
in your brain.
look around us. Plenty of blood sport all around us, I would assume.
Well, I don't know if that was really sport. That was more
It-
blood.
You know, it's
Just
possible
bloodshed.
it's possible this whole area is actually an arena. It's sort of one of those the most dangerous game to hunt man type situations. What do you
Almost
think?
perchance say a Hunger Games. Who knows?
You see
Now,
gas
those are
passes.
stories.
Hungry. We always play hungry games. We're always famished, darling.
You see Gas Bass's eyes light up, and underneath his breath, he whispers, "Manhunt."
Yes. Yes.
And we do have someone to hunt. The
Mimsy Snickersnackle.
And
Mimsy
name.
Snickersnackle.
can Gas Bassa try to discern reality and see if he can find a set of tracks from Mimsy or something that would point
Okay,
in
yeah.
the
Do a
direction
discern
of-
realities, and then figure out what question you want to ask, and I can kind of lead something into that.
See how this goes.
Wow, dang! All right, 12. All right,
Nice.
He likes himself. He likes
You can
manhunts.
You can ask 3 of those. So
Oh, nice.
feel free.
Okay.
Ask one,
Wow.
and I'll tell you.
What should I be on the lookout for?
What should you be on the lookout for? You should be on the lookout for dark elves. Dark elves typically run mushroom-based things. Dark elves are not to be trusted when it comes to living in giant mushrooms because they are a part of the house Telvanni.
Okay.
Gas, why do you keep looking at me? He doesn't. Not me. I don't live here.
So that is
what
one question.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
You see that the tracks of the Mimsy Snickersnackle lead off towards a village. You can see kind of the village through the trees. These trees, by the way, I haven't particularly described this forest. They are huge trees. These are giant trees. These are almost like California redwoods, but very tall. To fell one of these would be quite the feat because they are just so huge. It's almost like pillars holding up the ceiling of the sky that's above you. It's almost impossible to see beneath the canopy, but that's what it feels like. But his tracks lead towards a village.
Huh. Well,
You got one more.
Okay. Let's see. This is good. Kind of got that one already. Yeah. Okay. What here is not what it appears to be.
What here is not what it appears to be.
These are good questions.
Why would you need a lodge to guide people down through a forest that is supposed to be a high roller suite? The fact that there was a lodge here at all for people to guide other folks is a red flag in your mind, because why would you? This isn't the high rollers room. This is a forest, a giant forest below what you thought was a mushroom casino. So the idea that they would need a guide through here is not what it appears to be.
That's where you're very wrong. It makes perfect sense to Gaspassa. The lodge is for the hunter's guides. This is the arena for a manhunt, and he got some mimsies to go hunt.
All right. So that's what you can kind of tell. Good roll.
Really good roll.
Does he share any of this?
Excellent question.
Now,
Really good
that's-
Fantastic question.
do you want the answer to that? Because
All you see outwardly from Gas Bassa is him snorting into the air, kind of gruffing, and then he says again, "Manhunt," under his breath, and he starts walking towards the village.
And I guess obviously he has a clue, so we follow.
you
I follow.
Yeah, as you all are walking towards the village, you can kind of see in the distance of the trees that there are these trolls that are carrying these giant logs of trees. They're far off, not enough to see, but you can feel the lumber like being moved and chopped. Like you can hear it kind of echo off the different tree limbs. It's too far away for you all to notice, but you all start walking towards the village listed on the map, and that village itself has
Is that number 10?
yeah, it is number 10. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Dink. And then it's got a little bit more down there. Revealing some stuff on roll 20. Dink. Yeah.
Ooh.
You approach the village and you see a map for the town of Furtzer.
Furtzer.
The town that you see is made out of particularly out of
Furtzer.
wood, except for one building that is really it looks like a big weird mushroom house. There's two kind of wood buildings in the front that are separate. There's like almost these like giant planks behind it that have these giant logs on it. There's a well at the back of the town, and there's this giant wooden building that looks like a big hall that's in the back of the town. You notice that a number of Argonians, these lizard people, are working in the town and are kind of like going about, milling about. And one of them catches the group eye and runs up to Gas Basta and says, "Hey, you're back. Hey, this is very good. Yes, this is very good. Yeah. We listen. We've heard the story. You have read so many of the village rules to us because you are one of the great decipherers of our time, and your considerable donations to this village are always appreciated. We love having you here."
Where did he go? Aside from right here.
I think this might be because of the rumors.
Well, they're certainly not rumors. He's a very rich man, and he helps this village
And
all
he
the
reads
time, right?
fantastically. Yes.
He reads 7 languages. Not basic, but he reads 7 other languages. Very obscure, like dead languages that nobody's ever heard of. It's very impressive. He's a
It's
scholar.
also possible he could duplicate himself. Did you see
My
another
dear
of him?
lizardly friend here. As you said, he has returned to this village. He's returned for a reason. But I want you to guess what that reason might be.
Oh God.
Oh, is it for another donation to our wonderful nursery? Our nursery is one of the best in all of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Incorrect. Correct answer was feast.
Exactly. How could you not know that he would, of course, come back for a mighty feast in this village that he's helped so much?
And then donate to the nursery, which we would love to see.
Also, if you happen to have a lost and found box around here somewhere, we're in need of some armaments. Just,
I mean, the only feast you have would be with the governor himself. So, by all means, we would no one in this village would dare stop you when you're in your need for a feast. But the governor is inside his house. The mushroom over there. You were just in here. Maybe an hour ago. You were up in there, so you know your way. I will leave you to it. Thank you very much.
No, I refuse that, you scaly little man. You will direct us yourself. You have chosen to represent this village to the great Gaspasa. You must be the one to take us to the governor now directly, because I want to give you praise for how welcoming you are directly to the governor. Ha, I fooled you. I thought you thought I was going to be mean, but I'm going to be nice. Now take us to the governor now. The great Gaspasa demands it.
you've
parlay roll for me.
got.
And you've got
He
plus
can't-
one forward on there. So whatever it is, plus one.
He can't decide if he wants
Asa,
to be
you have
good
a
cop or bad cop.
Fantastic voice, not coming from your mouth.
Yeah, that's a 12. He looks at you. Oh, I would not displease anything that the Mr. Gaspaster has done, and I will certainly respect the wishes of the party. So I will happily escort you to the governor's mansion. And he starts walking towards the mushroom house. Are you all
Before you
doing
do-
anything as you're going?
Yeah, I'm going to lean in. Before you do, can you show me where some ladies can get fucked up?
I second that.
What do you mean by this?
I show him the shirt.
I'm not 100% sure I'm self. It might be alcohol related.
We are following the motto.
Yes.
Oh, you want sacred water? Hmm?
Yes.
Sacred water, exactly, yes.
Yeah, there's also mushrooms.
I would say if you go to the well in the evening, that is where most of us get how you say, pretty raucous.
Okay.
Okay, when's sundown?
In 15 minutes.
So
Hey, Dolores. 15 minutes,
yeah?
girl.
Where are we going in 15 minutes?
The
We're gonna get
well.
fucked. We're gonna get fucked up at the well, girl.
We're going to get well fucked up?
That's
Yes.
right.
Oh, goodness.
Hell yeah.
Hell to the yeah, let's go.
Can feast be delivered to well?
I mean, if the governor allows the food to leave his home, but he never does that. But I mean, I don't see why you couldn't do that. But me, I cannot carry.
You could tell him that we want to be well fed.
I will do my best and now receive the lashes he gives me.
Excellent. Try to enjoy them. What? What? That's a normal thing, isn't it? Right?
No,
100%
no,
normal.
no, it's not.
Totally fine. It's
For-
don't let others judge
for
you.
some.
Yuck your
Yeah,
yum.
I'm not. I will not. I will not. Thank you. Yucking
I do
the
not-
yum is not my vibe.
I do not believe most people enjoy lashes. Thank you.
Mm.
I certainly would not.
Haven't spent much time with
Oh,
orcs, have you?
Neil.
Oh, lashes. I thought you were talking about eyelashes, darling. Never mind.
I wasn't. So, are we going to the governor now, or are we getting fucked up first?
What do you think?
Well, if we're getting fucked up first, they go see the governor. All will win fantastically.
I mean,
Yes.
I really
It's a
could care
natural
less
progression.
about this governor thing. I'd really like my stuff back. And failing that, yeah, I'll drink to forget.
Hmm.
Or to celebrate or
Additionally-
something. Maybe stuff will turn up. Sometimes stuff just magically appears
I
in
also
my
believe
possession
that
when I drink. So,
getting fucked
like,
up improves your singing voice.
Orc
Pretty sure of
tradition dictates that you drink before, during, and after feast.
It
okay,
will.
well, tell the governor 13 minutes. We'll be there in 13 minutes. We'll pregame.
oddly oddly specific, but okay.
We'll get Dolores started. Well, they said sundown was like, yeah. I don't know
15 minutes.
what.
You want me
what
to tell the governor to meet you at the well in 15 minutes? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Well,
the drink
it's-
with us.
The governor doesn't leave his home.
it's whenever
Is he in this
beer o'clock is around here.
Wait, did
no, the
anyone
governor
say
never leaves his home.
All right, well, we'll go visit. How does he?
Gast Basa? Wouldn't he insist on having a drink with him? It's honorary. It's hospitality.
An excellent point.
He does. You know, I'm starting to like this wizard very much.
Gaspasa, speak for yourself, sir. Would you like the governor to come drink with us from the well?
And then
Or
we can
should
go.
we go drink with the governor at the feast?
And then we can hunt.
All of this is Hunt, I believe.
Gas Bassett hasn't been paying attention for the past like 3 or 4 minutes now. You look over at him and
Perfect.
he's picking something out of one of his like teeth, and as you're talking to him, he just says, "Huh? Gas Bassett just Dolores bridal shower. Dolores can choose."
Dolores, you want to have to go to drink with us?
Very thoughtful.
I mean, yeah, let's go get fucked up at the well. I mean, that sounds like the better thing.
All right, let's.
Why do we want to
go.
talk to a governor? You know, that sounds stupid.
Exactly.
Let's go get well fucked up. Let's do it.
All right. So you all kind of like approach the well. Nobody's really there right now. You can wait around for 15 minutes, or you can kind of like inspect about as you wish.
I would like to do a little.
Never mind.
Yeah. No, go, please. Please
What
do.
makes this well so alcoholic?
It's everything is pure alcohol. No,
The short answer is it's alcohol.
You can dunk your head in and see what happens.
Please don't do that again.
That's probably more Dolores' team. If she wants to do well keg stands, that's on her.
Yeah.
I'm
Everclear well keg stands cannot be good.
I'll allow one of you to make a discern realities roll, and you can tell me which one.
I would like to try.
Do it.
I'm supposed to be smart. However, it has not been working out.
Gas Bassett doesn't have the best grip on reality as it stands.
You rolled a 12 last time you did that, so I don't
You
want
did?
That was
seriously,
about Bloodsport,
man.
You know, that was about
Your
Bloodsport.
wisdom
That's
is fantastic.
You're hyper focused on Bloodsport. That's
He's
true.
got a singular. Well, he's got two. He's got food. Got blood.
Food and Bloodsport. It makes perfect sense.
He likes money.
Emil, do you want to try to discern
Like, three whole
realities?
things.
I will attempt it.
All right.
He likes making fun of Spalding. That's a fourth thing.
but who doesn't? Yeah, that one's not mutually exclusive to Gas Basta.
Does anybody else want to try discern realities with -1?
Yeah, I'm over rolling apparently tonight. I'm done. Lovely.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
try to
He
discern
did a
reality.
All right.
guess. Didn't
You got
really know
-1
that. Go ahead,
forward.
Spalding.
Yeah, I think I'm done rolling tonight.
Here's my discern reality.
All right. Yeah, you're just showing him
Yeah.
up. You're just the digital dice are cursed. I'm sorry, Ramil.
Yeah, this happens.
It does
Ooh,
happen.
okay.
It happens
All right,
to him
yeah.
often.
Good question.
Really
so,
good?
You've
Really
got
bad?
3 of those.
I'm going to ask what happened here recently.
What happened here recently? It seems like every night there is a large gathering around this well. You can see a lot of different of the Argonian footprints that are kind of like congregating around this well.
If
What should I be on the lookout for?
You should be on the here's what you know. You know that Argonians, especially if there are dark elves involved, are typically enslaved. So this well seems like a place where they are meeting. So you should be on the lookout for people that are that have discontent or people that are unhappy being slaves.
All right.
I imagine there's a lot of slaves that are unhappy being slaves in this Argonian little village, but that's just my 2 cents.
So final question. Wait. Final question. What here is useful or valuable to me?
To Spalding, it seems like that there is a the water itself is strange. The water is kind of like a weird bluish, like almost like a pool, like how like pool water looks like when you look at it with the. It's like so blue. It's very strange. you kind of you don't necessarily recognize this water, but you can tell that this water has other purposes that could be useful to you.
All right. Spalding is going to get some water from the well.
Okay, you get some water from the well. How do you just like dip your hand in there? Are you like
He's gonna
chopping it? Like, what are you doing?
he's gonna take a drink.
Oh, okay. Do a defy danger, probably intelligence, I would say.
Boop, boop, boop.
Please miss. Please miss.
It's just skooma. It's just a whole well of skooma.
Well, oh gosh.
Oh goodness.
Whole well.
Oh, nice.
Well.
Spalding collects new experiences.
True. This is true.
Are we going to assume this is the first time Spalding would have skooma? Because I don't feel like that would be true.
Oh, not in this group, no. Maybe the first time on purpose.
Okay. So you drink this water, and you have managed to defy danger. The mixed success piece of this is you still hear a voice. There is a voice in your head now that can't control you, but is asking you questions. Questions.
Oh.
What is this?
I love this. Do I can I answer like just by thought, or do I need to speak my answers?
You can do both. If you want to share with the group, if you don't.
Well, first, like, I'm going to say, this is Spalding.
Mm-hmm.
You are Argonian?
No. And then he's going to, like, gesture to the group and be like, there's something in me now. There's something in me and it's talking.
That's
just
the
so
alcohol.
you all know.
Yeah, Spalding can't hold his well water.
It's a bit more.
I don't believe that's how sexual experiences that work.
No, that's
you have not lived, Ramil. You have not lived.
Yeah,
Hold on.
he's had some experiences.
I'm talking to someone, and Spalding's gonna then just walk away from the group.
Okay, he's lost his mind. Now, who's next?
So Spalding, this conversation is going to play out in your head. All right. You come upon a great power, a unifying force in which these Argonians will one day be free. By drinking
A noble pursuit, yes.
By drinking this water, however, you have assimilated with our cause. Therefore, I have a lot of inherent knowledge about your physical form, about your deep inner thoughts, and really, it's strange because normally I can control things, talk to them, but for you I cannot. So I ask you these questions to see if you're lying.
Oh, my dear friend who now dwells within me, I am an open book. I will tell you whatever you want to know, my dear.
Your romance.
Well, I mean, since I know everything about you, but I can't control you. I guess I need you to be the leader of the rebellion.
Of course. What else would I be?
I'm thinking that tonight is the night that we will finally kill the governor, and the Argonians will usurp the casino in all of its power.
That sounds like an amazing idea, and I love it. I love that for us. But let's do a little thought experiment. Let's kind of roll this out. Okay, so we lead the lizard people in their rebellion against the governor. Now, forgive me, I do not know. Is this governor the guy in charge of all of this weird murder manhunt village, or this
He
whole
is a snake and a
underground
devil
realm?
man who has trapped me here.
Oh, and I'm sorry. Proper introductions. You know me, Spalding Greyworth. You know all about me. You know my life, my story. Who are you exactly?
I am the Great Worm.
The Great Worm.
I was right. Sexual encounters.
Now, is the Great Worm something I would potentially know about, or is this all new information?
All
Okay.
new info.
Okay, so the Great Worm, I love it. That's a fantastic name. So the governor has trapped you here. He runs this place. We're going to start a revolution. We're going to overthrow him and take over his casino. Okay, and then what?
This is a very good question, but I'm considering maybe just freeing every Argonian and consuming the rest of the life.
Like, like the plant life, the mushrooms, and the trees.
The enslavers.
Oh well, yeah, of course, of course.
All a man and mer.
Yes. Can I ask for this one favor as the vessel for your revolution? Can my people get out okay? Is like all my friends and acquaintances, we can all get out, right? Once you've taken
Do a parlay
over.
roll for me.
Thank you, by the by, for consideration.
Yeah, you have my support on this roll.
Oh.
No, I'm afraid that your friends will not make it out. It will just be you. But you will be the leader. You will be the great rebeller. They will live to tell stories and songs about you. But in the end, I mean, they may live longer than most, but your friends will indeed be sacrificed unto me.
But okay, so hear me out. Like, I just need some more information.
Yes.
Like, what does being sacrificed to you actually like mean in a practical sense? Like, is this
die.
very tradition? Well, okay. Well, but why though?
I will not reveal this information to you.
I think you're cheating, Great Worm. I think you're cheating because I think you don't know why. Hear me out. I think you have trapped yourself in this kind of mindset that, oh, you're the Great Worm. You have this plan, but you haven't thought about what comes next. And it's all about what comes next, my friend. Sure, we win. We take over. We take the casino. We kill the enslavers. You eat all the trees and the mushrooms. But then what else is there? You just want to exist? You just want to be a floating great worm in a Spalding void? No. Why are you such a great one? So limiting yourself. You can do more. We can do more. You and me and all my friends can do so much more than what you're thinking right now. It almost makes me sad, Great Worm. Actually, it does make me sad. I'm sad now because you can do and be so much more than just the Great Worm. You could be the greatest worm. All you have to do is listen to me. We can do this. You and me. We can do this. You, me, my friends, we got this.
All right, parlay again.
Come on, parlay.
Okay, yeah, a 10.
All right.
I will listen to you if you also listen to me.
I'm all ears, which you don't have because you're a worm.
Wait until tonight at the gathering ceremony, and you must start the rebellion. I will give you more info at that time.
That sounds like a great plan. I'm on board. This is definitely going to work.
Fantastic. All right. So while this has been going on in Spalding's head, what has the other crew been doing with this well, waiting around for these Argonians to show about?
Apparently,
So-
we have a motto. We should follow it, apparently, and have some of the well.
But here's the danger, though. I've watched Spalding go on a little spirit quest after sampling the well. Is there any type of discern realities or anything like that I can
Yeah, you can do discern realities with I think I said -1 for the previous one, but since it's already been done once, it's -2.
Okay. I will sit, if this works correctly, it should take the -2.
I'm going to count it because no matter what.
Yeah, it did take the -2. So
So go ahead and ask me one of those questions.
Who is really in control here? This is with regards to Spalding having a combo with some unknown entity.
You realize that the water is connected to an entity. That the water is is not the entity itself, but it is a conduit through which the entity acts. This entity seems to be in control of the Argonians in this village outside of what the governor can perceive.
Okay,
so the water is a conduit.
So with regards to Spalding, with a 10 being Spalding has control and a 0 being this entity has control, what kind of number we line at right now?
5.
Oh, so a 50-50 share here.
I would say it's mixed.
Has Dolores drank from the well?
Dolores is just kind of like waiting for somebody to get her a drink because the bride never gets her own drink.
Oh,
fair enough.
While Alanis is just determining all of that, Gaspassa is taking care of that for her, and he has gotten her a drink.
And I will get a drink as well because we agreed it is a social contract. Therefore, we're even wearing the contract upon ourselves. We must partake.
And I'm thinking that if the alcohol already has 50% control right now, I just know that's pretty potent stuff, and I know that eventually alcohol will take like 80 to 90% control. So
does it smell like alcohol?
It just smells like water. It smells like well water. It smells like dirt and kind of mildewy mold and stone.
Oh, that explains it. It doesn't smell like alcohol.
Who is drinking the water? People have interest in drinking the water.
Drink the water because we entered into a social contract.
All right, so Ramil, do a defy danger intelligence.
And it's going to fail because that's been my role. That's been what I've been doing. But all right.
You're probably going to make success out of this. I feel like it.
Quick question. Is that straight defy danger for move or?
Yeah, you click defy danger and then it'll have like a stat that you
thank you. Intelligence. And go.
All right. Is anybody else drinking the water during this time? That way I can lump you in together.
No. I can't see me, can I?
I cannot. I might be
Where am I?
I might be designated friend here because something seems off with Spalding, but I might be the sober one at the moment.
So I'm going to try something. I want to take a small bit of cloth or something, a stick, something, dip it into the well water, and then walk a short distance away and see if I can light it on fire. Is it flammable?
No. I mean, no, it's not.
Okay, I'll drink the water.
All right. Defy danger. Intelligence.
The good news, it's
13.
Nice.
You did better than me. I did not fail. You did better.
In this game, I either roll like trash or I roll really well, and there's no in between.
13's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Gas Bass is it's done. He already decided that he was going to do it.
And Dolores had a drink as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I got
He gave it to her, did he not?
Yeah, he was bringing her a drink.
He
was all on board with it.
It tastes.
Oh.
It tastes like wet pennies. Why? It's very strange.
All right, so Gaspassa and Ramil, you feel kind of weird when you drink this. Vel, you drink this water and you immediately regurgitate it. It is absolutely disgusting to you. You just immediately puke that up. And Dolores takes a drink and she turns over to Gaspassa and she looks at Vel and she says, "Oh my gosh, I guess she's a lightweight, but I guess that's fun because she can get more drunk easily, just like a drink and she's like ready to go. You know what I mean?"
This is like 3 a.m. in a Denny's parking lot. This is not what I was hoping for.
This sounds sexist. A lady is a lightweight. What?
At this point, you all almost feel like a resonance, like a sound within your head. And this voice speaks and says, "Hello. The most important thing is to listen to Spalding Greyworth."
What if I don't want to?
The voice does not respond.
So, Dungeon Master, can Vel hear this, or since she spit up the water, she's unaffected?
Unaffected.
Which means she's hearing everybody else talking out loud all of a sudden.
Yes.
Oh,
everybody's like having.
Gaspassa doesn't react. Gaspassa doesn't react because there's always a voice in his head that says he should probably just listen to Spalding. It's literally not any different.
Ramil did react, and yet, why would he bother listening? Obviously.
In fact, it's so unremarkable to Gaspassa, he'll take another drink from it.
Yeah, do a defy danger intelligence for me. Okay, yeah, you the same effect. If you failed, there had been something, but a 7 will get you on. Anyways, a number of Argonians start milling up to the well itself and are kind of gathering around. And you see that there is almost, it looks like the chef from earlier, but you know that he's dead. It's the little tentacly mushroom fellow that you would recognize, and he's being held by 2 Argonians, and he's going, "Hey, do not kill me. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I want. What I wanted to do in the first place. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I don't want to die here. This is not the place that I die." And he is dragged to the front of the well. Spalding, you hear a voice in your head that says, "Do you see the Mushroom Man?"
I see the Mushroom Man.
In order to assume control, you must approach him, yank his head off, and throw him into the well.
Absolutely. And is that like the signal? Will they all understand? Like that's what's happening?
Yes.
Okay. So, I want to do one quick thing first before we sort of kick things off. Let me get my crew together real quick.
Okay.
So Spaulding's going to gesture over to
Yes.
everyone. Like, circle up, circle up, circle up. All right.
Spaulding, you yourself, buddy?
Yes, I am absolutely 100% certifiably myself. I'm not alone in here, though. I'll
Did
tell
you
you
hear
more
a voice
about it later.
too?
Yes, and just listen to me.
Are you right? Because I don't think I should
Which
listen
of
to
you
you.
drank the waters? Which one of you
Yes.
drank the water?
Hello.
All of okay, Ramil.
No.
You see Gas Bassa is currently still drinking the water.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's still drinking. Okay, so
whatever you're gonna say, I
just
cannot
so
listen
you-
to you.
Just so you all know, we're gonna start a revolution, and it's gonna be
No.
very bloody. Hopefully, we can
No.
make it out alive. You can die now, or you can die later. That's their things. And by die later, I mean like much later, hopefully. But I need you all to go to the governor's house and get inside because we're gonna march on it as the start of the revolution. But I don't know if he's gonna hole up like it's a castle in there. But we have to kill him. That's the big part of the plan. So we have to kill him. You guys get into the governor's house, and then I will lead the revolution, and we'll go to the governor's house, and hopefully he'll like lock it up. But you'll already be inside.
What are we revolutioning over here exactly?
What if?
All of them are slaves, and we're going to free the slaves. That's part one. And eventually this ends with us taking the casino, which is why we're here.
Do we have to break in if Gast Bassa is an honored guest?
No, you don't have to break in. Just get inside. Just go with Gas.
Right,
Say
that's
you're
what
there
I'm...
for the feast. Get inside.
So who's this voice that we heard, by the way?
What's the Great Worm?
The Great Worm. And what is he want to reveal?
Well, because they're slaves, Ramil.
Are they slaves? Have you asked them if they're slaves?
Now.
Have you asked them if they're slaves?
Please. We know what's going on here. We know the dark elves. No offense, but we know dark elves with the lizard people. We know the relationship. We know what's going on here. We're going to take out the evil enslavers. It's going to be great. Absolutely nothing can go wrong with the revolution.
Is right? When a random voice goes, listen to a single person with no rhyme or reason, you should probably not listen to said voice.
That's a lot of like wizardy talk, and that's just not
right.
what I'm all about. Like so if I drink some spooky water and then I have a voice in my head that says he's the Great Worm and he wants to do good things for the most part,
he was inside you speaking to you.
I want to slip in here since I'm the sober one. Can I do a spout lore now that he's dropped the Great Worm and me being a ranger? Perhaps it's something of the natural. Oh,
please, please do.
You're going hard on it. Holy cow!
Wow, you know lore.
All right, yeah.
Tell me about the Great Worm, the Decomposer Fabuloso, the one that munches, the
from your time kind of exploring nature and your time delving into some of the more parasitic things that could threaten different ecosystems, you have learned that there is a type of sentient water worm. This sentient water worm is actually a parasite of trees. No. It actually feeds off of the sap from the trees, and this water worm has actually can only this water worm particularly wants to conquer the world and replace everyone in it with its own minions. And so you know that there have been instances where Argonians had been killed, and for their sap they have been sucked dry, and they are then replaced by other Argonians that are not quite right. You're the only one that knows this.
Spalding.
Yeah.
This is not good. Like in your heart of hearts, in the Spalding that existed pre-well, do you trust essentially a parasite? You drank a parasite. You drank poo-poo water. Okay, you drank poo-poo water. It happens. Let's get past that part. Okay. There were parasites, and it is trying to do the same thing that cats do, which is to enamor you and give you this rush of good feelings every time you're around the parasite, so that you'll keep it around, and you might convince yourself that you need to do these horrific things like some light genocide and revolutions, so that the poo-poo water can suck the sap from trees and replace the Argonians with little Argonian changelings that are kind of zombified and stuff. And it's wild. It is wild. And I know that I might be sounding about as crazy as you were a few minutes ago, but I'm the one that did not drink the poo-poo water. Okay, let's be clear here. You drank poo-poo water. Again, no, yeah, I'm not shaming you for that, but then you started spouting some pretty crazy talk. Okay, you were, and Alanis will look around, lean in. You were sounding a little bit like Gaspassa there. Okay, you're sounding a little bit murdery.
Are you aligning cats with parasites?
So what you're saying is you want to keep these lizard people in bondage and not get any closer to achieving our ultimate goal, which is stealing the casino. That's what I'm hearing. And you're saying it's because I drank poo-poo water and I'm not myself. That's what you're saying, Alanis.
I mean, that's a decent paraphrase. Yeah, I mean, there's the casino, and then there's, okay, imagine a world where we have stolen a casino, but oops, all poo-poo water.
All right. Well, okay. All right. There's an easy way to settle this. One moment. Great Worm.
Yes.
You can't consult. You cannot consult the one who decomposes.
Can I hear it?
Great
if
Worm.
He's talking to it.
Sure, yeah, everybody can hear this. I mean, not everybody. Just Gaspasta, Dolores, Vermeil.
Listen, you cannot start consulting Aquatus Deficus, okay? That is not...
You say you know all of my thoughts and all my history. If that's true, what's the worst thing I've ever done?
That's a logical fallacy right there.
Do you want what you think or what I think?
What I think.
I think the worst thing that you've ever done has been trying to make yourself famous
Alanis, fuck this worm. I am famous.
Again, I feel like there was a conversation.
Okay, fuck.
I feel like there was a conversation happening there that I wasn't part of.
Oh, there is. However, the fact that the worm knows anything about him in his mind does not illuminate us on anything and what the worm's potential motivations are.
No.
The worm. There's one thing we can count on. It's
the water Spalding. It's not like an elder god or anything.
Huge rock hard ego. If there's one thing about Spalding that can always be relied on, it's his ego.
The voice speaks and says, You must free the Argonians. Do not trust the governor. Do not trust the governor.
Listen,
we can totally free them, but we don't have to believe you.
In me until I pee you out. But, we're
why,
not going to trust the governor.
They...
And maybe we will free the Argonians. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But it's going to be our choice. Alanis, you're in charge.
And our way, not yours.
Alanis.
I'm tripping on poo-poo water, so you can't trust me.
Sing it.
Only person we can trust.
Sing it out. Sing it out, girl. Sing it.
Sing it.
Battle him. Do it.
Battle him. Wait.
I know you've got it in you.
To do what? I don't like it. If we do the opposite of what Poo-Poo Water Monster wants us to do, then that's like warn the mayor that their well is infected. Like that happens. Like,
well, allow me to
dig a new well.
Offer the logical retort here. Just because the world wants to free them, it doesn't make it a wrong thing. However, the question is the motivation and the intent behind it, and the why of it. We don't have to kill the governor. We have to
are a vehicle for Poo-Poo Water to move.
Big question.
In which case, we change their purpose.
Is there like a big flat rock or piece of wood or something we can just seal up the well with?
In which case, they thirst to death. Is there a way to purify the water? Is a better question, I think.
I mean, other than the 20 Argonians that are now holding this small tentacly mushroom chef near the well, kind of in your way.
No, we shouldn't. We should not use Argonian bodies to stuff up the well. That never works out for anybody.
It's pretty much that and log. There's not very many stones around here. This is not a very rocky area. It's pretty much just like a classic meadow with very large trees.
It's a classic meadow.
It'd likely be easier to try to purify the water.
Well, you use magic.
Okay, sorcerer, you got to purify water?
Yeah, we can't. I tried fire. We can't purify it with fire. I tried. It would have been spectacular if this was actually alcohol and the whole thing went up like a Roman candle. But unfortunately, I don't think this water will burn. I can't believe I just said that. But here we are.
It would have been spectacular if Alanis was the old ranger that had purify food and water, but no, that's a stupid spell. When would you ever use that?
Oh my god! Oh my god! I totally forgot. Wait, didn't Alanis, before you lost that spell, didn't you put that in a scroll? Made a spell scroll with that.
You're thinking of no. I am.
Yeah.
Those were some pretty angsty. Those were some angsty lyrics that I wrote on a sheet of paper. That's.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. That's
at this point, a voice speaks solely to Gaspassa and says, "Welcome to the High Rollers game. In this game, we're now going to try to hunt as many mushroom people as we can. And your job is to get the highest score possible. And when you do, you will get 5 entire horses, all for your eating. Let the games begin."
Oh no! He can't say no to horses.
And it just speaks to Gaspassa.
Yes. And it's done. It's not. It's like an announcement.
Oh, this is
Gast. gassed. I
I'm
like
just
to
wondering
imagine
if he
what
has-
he's here is like.
Where's he going?
I'm just wondering if he has any kind of. Does this seem right? But
Well, that's what I'm trying to decide. Does he listen? Would he listen to this voice, or would he listen to the voice that was already telling him the thing that he tells himself, which was
Listen to
listen to Spalding?
Hmm.
Because I kind of thought the gas bass at this point would already be walking to the governor's door like 5 minutes ago.
Because that's what Spalding told him to do. Yeah, that's a good point.
And I feel like he still might go walk towards the governor's house because the governor's house is made out of mushrooms.
Oh no.
So I think to me this is actually just reconfirming that he needs to be walking to the governor's house. And now instead of just walking in, I think he's going to just start ripping less opening the door and more of ripping off the siding of the mushroom house.
He's just gonna Kool-Aid man his way right in there, isn't he? Oh yeah.
Well, at least somebody listened.
That's where he's walking towards that. I don't know if you guys are just.
It's bizarre.
I don't know why, but I'd like to think of a bead curtain made of like the little like straw enoki mushrooms.
So you're kind of like walking towards that house, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, Dolores springs from the group, headed towards the mushroom. Do you all do anything when you see her break out into a full sprint towards the mushroom?
I'm gonna run after Dolores. Dolores!
Yeah.
Where are you
Spalding
going?
would yell, "Stop her! She can't kill the mushroom man."
It's kind of feel like if the worm wants the governor to go, he can't go. Right or wrong, that's not quite the right answer.
All right. So if you want to do that, I would say that you're actually like trying to defy danger to go after Dolores, and it would be dexterity with defy danger. So you're trying to do it quickly.
A dexterity define danger. See, it's an 8.
I know what I want to try.
We're defying a lot of danger tonight.
All right. Yeah, both Ramil and Vel run towards Dolores as she runs towards this mushroom man that's going, "Hey, please do not kill me, please do not." And Dolores races full force at it and takes a giant bite out of its head.
I can't do anything.
Goo goes spewing everywhere, and before she can take another, pull her back, and she's just like trying to gulp down this giant piece of mushroom man she just bit off, and she looks at you and she says, "All right, guys, so what they told me is I gotta wait 20 minutes, and in 20 minutes, then I'll start to, like, the things in the walls will start to move around, and then once the things in the walls start to move around, that's when I'll get really fucked up, and I might even think that the floor is lava at that point, and I'll have to hide up on the toilet and be, like, freaking out because of all that. But here's the thing, this lasts for 8 hours, and then there's a come down. At that point, get me a liquid IV. That's my favorite drink in all of the realms of Tamriel, liquid IV. You have no idea what that is, but you got to get it for me because I'm going to be really fucked up after I throw this up in like 10 hours.
Can I cast invisibility on the governor so he can try to get away?
So you're going to go to the governor's mansion and cast invisibility on the governor?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can. You of course can do that if you want to run over there. Gas Basta, I guess, is going over there. You just saved Dolores, so Gas Basta is probably going to beat you to the governor's mansion in terms of
That's
speed.
fine. I just need to see him before he gets to him. That's all.
Okay. So you're going to head towards the governor's mansion, Ramil. Gas Basta is as well. What are the rest of you doing?
It seems like I'm babysitting somebody who's about to have a bad trip.
Just admiring the devastation at this point. Good God.
What's the overall feeling from the lizard people? Are they agitated? Are they like high on the water? Or
Oh,
what-
the lizard people, they actually move towards Dolores and start raising her up in the air as their champion. And as they then cast the mushroom person into the well, the lizard people then begin hoisting up Dolores. And she goes, "Oh yeah, you guys are coming to the bridal shower. Fuck yeah, let's go."
Was Mushroom Man killed by the big bite taken out of his head, or is he still alive?
No,
just,
he's
like,
still
in the
alive.
well?
He's just like in
dead.
the well. They're just
Oh.
like
Okay, I'm gonna fish.
yeah,
I'm gonna try to get Mushroom Man out of the well.
he comes up from the like, oh,
Probably.
thank you very much for saving me. Yes, I appreciate it. It was, you know, he's just like on the surface. They just like, she just took a bite out of his head, like, you know, a small human mouth from a mushroom person. Like, it's not
Yeah.
really going to do that much, you know, damage, I would say. But
I think I'm going
I
to
don't
make my
know.
way to the governor's mansion because if for those of you keeping score, the poo poo water is winning right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're not
those of you at
wrong.
home keeping score on our,
I'm torn between is the voice right or wrong.
all right,
Flip a coin.
Alanis, you're counted out. Spalding, what are you doing with this mushroom person?
I'm like, okay, so okay, the bride is now the champion. Mushroom Man is alive. Are they? Where are the lizard people taking the bride? Are they taking her toward the mansion, or are they just still in like joyous mode and like
They're just like
lifting her up
hoisting
it's-
her up around like she's C3PO and they are a bunch of Ewoks.
Okay.
That's a deep cut.
Perfect.
No. I don't know if that's a deep cut.
Well, you know,
Oh, you youngins don't know the classics.
It's a visual.
I
It's a
watched the
visual.
Star Wars Holiday Special, and you know, little Jimmy smiled real big when he played that weird ballerina game.
Yeah,
weird.
that's a deep cut. Yeah. Happy Life Day.
Spalding's gonna talk to the Mushroom Man, and ask him. I'd say, okay, so things are gonna get out of hand very quickly. I'm gonna ask the Mushroom Man if he can. I don't want to go too far. I'm just gonna like stay with the Mushroom Man, but get him to kind of see if he'll follow me kind of behind the lizard people.
Oh, if you're gonna
Try to
save him, he's
stay-
gonna like latch onto you like a small
Oh, perfect.
toddler like is gonna latch onto their parent. Like
I
they're,
will
like,
carry
just-
him on my hip.
Yeah,
he's
he's not
like
touching
I'm
the
the
ground
Rock
again.
and he's Kevin Hart.
Yes, correct.
All right, so I'm gonna carry him around. We're gonna keep an eye on the bride and the lizard people, and kind of just kind of watch what they're doing and where they're headed.
Cool.
I'm
I'm
watching
gonna
the bride
trust
as
that the
best
folks
I
going
can.
to the governor's mansion will do the
Sure,
right
yeah. Governor's Mansion time. Boom. Gas Basta, Ramil, and Lannis, you all approach this multitudinally decorated mushroom house that kind of has a number of different windows on the outside. It's like multiple mushrooms kind of like sprouting off of each other, like between a main line. But there's a big door that's led up to by stairs. You all kind of approach the stairs, and there's no like butler at the door or anything, but the door just opens as you enter this strangely decorated house. This first level seems like a giant foyer, but there's kind of like a spiral staircase in the middle that leads up to other rooms. This foyer itself is it's decorated with a number of different kind of I would say like relics, old family history pieces. It's kind of like a showroom, pieces of this person's history, I would say.
So what does this history tell us?
Yeah, so within the room there's like some scrolls that are kind of like encased in glass. There's some armor that's kind of like stood up on a mannequin. There are some weapons behind the glass, just like various kind of like you see like a shop. Like this would be similar, but it's all kind of like shelved away and put behind glass in itself. So it's scrolls, armor, and weapons, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, Parasite Water still seems like it would be in control of Gaspasa. I think he's gonna try and take one of them weapons for the mushroom hunt.
All right. So how are you gonna do that? It's in a glass case.
How thick does the glass look?
I mean, it looks like a window.
Gassed.
Gast, what are you doing?
Is the armor behind glass, or is the armor just like on like a suit?
Yeah, the armor's in like a big glass rectangle. It's all behind glass
It's all behind glass
to keep the dust off of it.
right. So like a chair or something.
In the room, are you talking about? Is there a
Yeah,
chair?
like a little chair.
There's like a little bench, like right at the front, like where if you wanted to put your shoes on.
Oh, perfect. All right, let's grab that and just smash the case.
Gassed.
At this sound, an alarm kind of goes off, and you hear kind of like a rummaging down the stairs, and an individual appears before you in a full robe and takes out his book in front of him, and you all are now in combat, which I
Okay.
forgot to do.
Sure.
Yeah. It's not great. You guys gotta parasitize not smart work. Really, somebody should have been in watching him more closely and supervising.
Oh no! It's not the character I thought it was. Character designed very interestingly. So, yeah, this character actually is not in a long flowing book. This character actually appears to you all in kind of like bone mold, kind of like bones that have like kind of like curled around it. Armor underneath that is like a silvery kind of layer of almost like cloth, and he's this dark elf in front of you is holding out a sword, and in the other hand is clutching what looks like a shining, powerful orb. That is character that is with you. So for initiative, I'll need to consult my book since this is the first combat encounter. Actually, I don't have to do. Okay, so here's how combat's going to work with this scenario. Effectively, there is no initiative in this game, which I wanted to make sure. He is going to do stuff, and you are going to roll to defy, or you are going to roll to you either get to roll to defy or roll to hack and slash and volley. So he's going to actually make the first move since he has surprised you, and then we'll go in order of we'll say that it's Gaspass next, and then Alanis is probably right there, and then Ramil behind him. So it's always going to be the order of the enemy, and then Gast, and then Alanis, and then so what you had a question? Someone had a question?
So how are we supposed to fight if we don't have weapons? Is it all bare knuckled, or are we throwing?
Yep, all bare knuckled. Yep.
I don't know
Okay,
about y'all.
either we
I don't know about
either
y'all,
we
but I've smashed
use
open a case of weapons.
and
Yeah.
I would assume use a dagger or a spell personally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
What,
He is
That sounds fantastic. You should definitely
Alanis
do that.
has currently nothing. Gaspessa, you have a weapon. I'm just going to say that this weapon that you have gained is just your regular weapon that you would normally have to make it easier for everyone when you're going through the these like basic relics that are in the front of the house. It's like, this is my grandpa George sword that he used when he was knee high to a jelly bean. That's what you have in your possession. Alanis, you can make a move to try to get a weapon, but from where you are as you enter, you're gonna have to expend some time to do that. So actually, what this character is going to do is they're going to clutch this golden orb, and a portal is going to appear before them, and they are going to walk through it. And behind Gasbasta, they are going to reappear and take their sword and try to drive it through your stomach. Gasbasta, could you please roll Defy Danger Dexterity?
Yeah, it's not great. That is a straight miss.
Let me let it load. It's a straight miss. Hang on. Come on.
Is there any way to aid or interfere?
Okay, there it goes. All right, I'm just making sure it gets up in the in OBS. So you got a straight miss. Yeah. So that attack is actually going to hit you for 11 damage. You're going to take 11 damage.
I don't even know what the hit points are supposed to be on this character.
Yes, I'm going to go to your character sheet here and kind of walk you through a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, I didn't realize that those weren't like in there already.
Yeah. Your armor is 1, so you're going to take 1 off that hit. Are actually going to be your constitution, I believe. Let me double check your character creation. I believe it's your constitution. It should be in your on that original character.
It might be class based.
Yeah, I've got a constitution of 15.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me look at the play sheets, and then that'll tell me what everything is. Dungeon World. Takes me a second. And 8 plus your constitution. So your constitution is 15. So it's plus 8.
Okay.
Is 23.
13 left. Yeah.
Yes,
wait, is it modifier left. Or score?
It's your score.
Because
not your modifier.
Because
that's what I've always done.
Okay, so all right, that is different from the way the character mancer in Roll20 did it.
Did it do it differently?
It did 8 plus modifier, so my modifier is 0, so my hit points are 8. I'm happy to take an additional 9 hit points, but
I'm apparently at 0 hit points myself.
The way that I have always done that is I have done the Constitution score plus 8. But I mean, if that depends, do you all want to do Constitution score plus 8, or do you want to do your Constitution modifier plus 8? What do you want?
How lethal you want it?
If it's Constitution modifier plus 8, then Gasbassa can die immediately.
I'm going to say your Constitution score plus 8 because that's what I had assumed and balanced all of the combat for. So go ahead
that's more of what I was getting at. It depends on how you set up the encounter.
Right. So that's what I assumed everybody's HP was at. So didn't do that Constitution not your Constitution modifier, your Constitution score plus 8. That's your HP.
Got it.
Cool. All right. So Gasbasta, you're going to take 11 damage. All right. What are you going to do in return?
Yeah, I mean, is the sword still like in me?
Yeah, it is.
That's perfect. Okay. Yeah, we've already established that Gaspassa has some pretty big tusks. He is going to bite the neck of this individual who is so close to them now.
Okay.
What?
All right. Do a hack and slash for me, because you're kind of like forcing your way through. So do a hack and slash roll.
That would be a 14.
All right. Cool. That's a great success. So I tell you what. Go ahead and roll. You're doing a bite, but go ahead and roll the damage for the weapon that you typically have. And we can just in color call it a really really good bite. So what you'll do is you go
I
to
think-
your sub, and then look at your longsword is the one that you have. So you just click on longsword, and it'll roll the damage.
Okay, I'll do that, but I kind of also had the idea of this being more of like a grapple as well. It was kind of part of this intention because he was teleporting, and I don't like that.
So you're trying to hold him in place. That's what you're trying to do.
I have bit onto his neck, and I don't intend to unlock my jaw. Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah. All right, then that makes sense. That sounds good.
So that roll
do
for the
that.
sword is a
He
10.
can
Yeah,
lock
go ahead and roll for the sword.
Yeah, that was a 10.
Cool.
he locks his jaw like a pit bull.
Basically, he's not going to teleport away with his full neck still attached to him if that's what he wants to do.
Right. Okay. So you
There will be a chunk missing.
All right. Cool. So you've got this guy kind of like locked up in your mouth. Let's see. I believe Alanis is next. Alanis, what are you doing?
This is also perfect because I feel like the poopy water was telling us to eat the mushroom people. It was pretty close.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty accurate. I'm kind of at a loss what to do here, but it does seem like I need to figure out how to defend myself. I'm going to introduce a new character that I don't think anybody knows about except for David.
Oh yes.
And I don't know how no one has noticed that I've had a dog with me this entire time. As David, are you familiar with the West Virginia brown dog?
I'm familiar with the West Virginia brown dog. Yes, I have one of those myself.
For those of you not familiar with the West Virginia brown dog, it is a dog that has skewed purebred tendencies and is an amalgamation of all dog species, and therefore is superior and could survive everything and will live forever. And what genetic diversity should have done with dogs until humans meddled. His name's Kitty. And I'm going to order Kitty to guard Gaspassa while I try to find myself a preferred armament, which is bow and arrow.
Cool. Yeah, isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
Right.
By the way, we did notice your little doggy. We just thought it was rude to bring it up.
All right.
Yeah, he's shy sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Out and you kind of have him looking at that. Ramil, what are you doing in this situation?
I want to protect our friends, or accomplices. Yeah, that's the word.
Listen to the mushroom water, man.
And that's the problem right there. Is there anything else in the room aside from this one guy that Gaspasa seemed to be fully in control of?
I mean, there's spiral staircase that leads up. That is where the man kind of like teleported down from. There is the shelf of armor that is it's not a shelf, it's like a glass case of armor on a mannequin, and then there is kind of like a little like display area of some various scrolls underneath glass.
When in a room, or
When
mushroom.
in room, mushroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
When in shroom.
Break the glass to the scrolls. See if they're any use.
Okay, yeah. Do a hack and slash, just a regular hack and slash rule for me to break that glass. Welcome to the game show. Break that glass.
Consistent.
Case of emergency.
Yeah,
Very
you
consistent.
It's
You
glass.
bust that
How thick
glass.
could it be?
You bust that glass. You take 2 damage from glass shards, kind of like impaling your, because you just kind of did it haphazardly. But you are gonna get some scrolls, which I will give to you next session. They're going to be some
Okay.
magic scrolls, and I will tell you about that soon. But first thing, before we go tonight, what's actually going to happen is, Gaspasa, you are currently biting onto this fellow, correctly? That's what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what he's
Guy who
actually going to
teleports?
do is he is going to open a portal and thrust both of you through. Can you please do a defy danger dexterity
no.
for not go through the portal?
Bye, Basgusta.
Oh boy, let's
No!
see.
No.
Here we go.
No.
No, didn't get it.
It's mixed.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
So
think
all
that's-
right,
no.
cool. All right. So you all, Gaspasta, you go through. He opens this portal, and you all are falling through kind of like space and time as you all are trying to port to the next destination. You manage to bite off his kind of he's like neck where he was, or like on his shoulder collarbone right there, and like you take a nice gash out of there. But Gaspasta, you essentially fall through a portal separate from this man. The portal opens, and you're kind of again falling through these trees, and you see below you a lake. You splash into the lake, and the bubbles are kind of everywhere. And you kind of like come to underwater. What are you going to do?
Probably swim to the top.
You're gonna try to swim to the top. All right.
It's
Can you
probably-
do defy danger dexterity for me?
Very consistent with these.
Very consistent with that. Okay, yeah.
Everybody's getting
Ditto.
7s.
Ditto. 7 and 8.
We've all been very consistent tonight.
Right. The all of the sudden a giant kind of like creature kind of appears up from below, and you can see its giant circular teeth. Excuse me, it's a giant circular mouth with teeth around it, and it goes to bite you, swallow you up. And as it gets closer, you realize it's very big. And as its jaws almost clutch around you, you manage to avoid the teeth. But by avoiding the teeth, you have cast yourself into the belly, and a voice now shines in your head and says, "Welcome to my home." And that's where we're in the
You
session.
found the worm.
No!
perfect.
Of course it's a parasite. It lives in something's gut. Of course.
Oh, no, it's
Oh.
a giant worm in a lake that just swallowed him. So you say
I'm inside the
Gaspasa's the
worm.
parasite? That's what I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
In the
Yeah.
great
I am the word.
Congratulations, you found Chitrodamus.
Or you just went full quantum mania and you went to the quantum realm and was
Oh,
swallowed
God.
by a parasite. So you are in the parasite that's in somebody else,
But you can now be the parasite
That's
and destroy it from the inside.
Gas
You can-
Bass is inside of me.
Maybe
You can destroy it
then I
from the
can hear
inside.
Bass's voice. I'm like, guys, I got some bad news.
Yes.
Maybe-
There's
Gas
some
Bass is inside.
The
Maybe-
new challenge
maybe
has
the
appeared.
in my head.